Hello learners, I am going to discuss about types and classes of tablets. I am Dr. Upendra Gargatte, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigdi, Pune. After completion of this video tutorial, learner will be able to define tablet, list advantages and disadvantages of tablets, mention ideal properties of tablets, understand and describe types and classes of tablets. According to Indian Pharmacopoeia, the definition of tablet is: pharmaceutical tablets are solid, flat or biconvex dishes, unit dosage form, prepared by compressing a drug or a mixture of drugs with or without diluents. There are different shapes and sizes of tablet. Tablets vary in shape and sizes depending on weight, amount of medicinal substance used, and route of administration. Mostly, the shape is round. Other shape is capsule. Flat and biconvex tablets are also available. There are number of advantages of tablets. Tablets are unit dosage form and offer the greatest dose precision. Cost is lowest of all oral dosage form. Tablets are lighter and compact. Easiest and cheapest to package and strip. Easy to swallowing with least tendency for hang-up. Sustained release product is possible. Objectionable odor and bitter taste can be masked by coating technique. Suitable for large-scale production. Greatest chemical and microbial stability over all oral dosage form. Product identification is easy when employing an embossed and or monogrammed punch face. Disadvantages of tablet include: difficult to swallow in cases of children and unconscious patients. Some drugs resist compression into dense compacts owing to amorphous nature, low density character. Drugs with poor weighting, slow dissolution properties, optimum absorption high in GIT may be difficult to formulate or manufacture as a tablet that will still provide adequate or full drug bioavailability. Bitter tasting drugs, drugs with an objectionable odor, drugs that are sensitive to oxygen may require encapsulation or coating. Ideal properties of tablet include: a tablet should have elegant product identity while free of defects like chips, cracks, discoloration, and contamination. Tablet should have sufficient strength to withstand mechanical shock during its production, packaging, shipping, and dispensing. Tablet should have the chemical and physical stability to maintain its physical attributes over time. The tablet must be able to release the medicinal agents in a predictable and reproducible manner. Tablet must have a chemical stability over time so as not to follow alteration of the medicinal agents. Types and classes of tablets. Oral tablets for ingestion, that includes compressed tablets, multiple compressed tablets, repeat action tablets, delayed action tablets, sugar coated, film coated, and chewable tablets. Tablets used in oral cavity include buccal tablets, sublingual tablets, troches and lozenges, dental cones. Tablets administered by other route include implantation tablets, vaginal tablets, tablets used to prepare solution include effervescent tablets, dispensing tablets, hypodermic tablets, and tablet triturate. Oral tablets for ingestion. Number 1. In this include compressed tablets or standard compressed tablets, uncoated tablets made by compression, and 3 basic methods of manufacture: wise, wet granulation, double compaction, direct compression. This is to provide rapid disintegration and drug release. Most tablets containing drug intended to exert a local effect in the GIT tract are of this type. Drugs are typically water insoluble and include therapeutic categories as the antacids and adsorbents. Multiple compressed tablets. There are 2 classes of this. One is layered tablets and second one is compression coated tablets. Tablets in this category are usually prepared one of 2 reasons: either to separate physically or chemically incompatible ingredient, or to produce repeat or prolonged action products. Multiple compressed tablets lend themselves to repeat action products. One layer of the layered tablet or the outer tablet of the compression coated tablet provide the initial dose, rapidly disintegrating in the stomach. If the second layer or core tablet quickly leaves the stomach following release of the initial burst release dose, the entirely different blood level profile results than if there is a several hour or longer delay before second fraction is emptied. Repeat action tablets. The core tablet is usually coated with shellac or an enteric polymer so that it will not release its drug load in the stomach. The second dose of the drug is added in the sugar coating, either in the solution in the sugar syrup or as a part of the dusting powder, added for rapid coat buildup. More uniform drug is in solution or fine suspension in the sugar solution, especially if an automated spray sugar coating operation is employed. Even so, coating operation will probably require interruption one or more times, while partially coated tablets are assayed to establish that the correct amount of drug has been applied in tablet coating. Delayed action and enteric coated tablets. The delayed action tablets dosage form is intended to release a drug after some time delayed or after the tablets pass through one part of the GIT into another. For example, enteric coated tablets. Enteric coating are employed for number of therapeutic, safety, and medical reasons. Some drugs are irritating when directly exposed to the gastric mucosa, including aspirin and strong electrolytes. There are the drug, if released in the stomach, may produce nausea and vomiting. The low pH of the stomach destroyed other drugs, and hence enteric coating may be necessary to bring the drug through that environment to the more neutral intestinal content. Sugar and chocolate coated tablets. The role of these coating tablets to produce elegant, glossy, easy to swallow tablet dosage form. They permit separation of incompatible ingredient between coating and core, also preparing the multivitamin mineral combination. The coating tablets are more elastic and mechanically stable. Coat weight may be 50% or less of the core weight. Film coated tablets. Film coated tablets were developed as an alternative procedure to the preparation of coated tablets in which drug is not required in the coating. The initial film coating composition include polymers, plasticizer or polymer and possibly a surfactant to facilitate spreading. For the film coating, conventional coating pans or side vented equipment are used. Polymers such as hydroxypropyl cellulose and hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose, which are dissolved in water with an appropriate plasticizer, are used to produce immediate release film coatings. Chewable tablets. These are intended in the mouth prior to swallowing and are not intended to be swallowed intact. The purpose is to provide unit dosage form of medication which can be easily administered to infants and children or to the elderly who may have difficulty swallowing intact. The most common chewable aspirin tablet intended for use in children. Bitter or foul tasting drugs are not good candidates for this type of tablets. Many antacid tablet products are of the chewable type. The dose of most antacids is large, so that the typical antacid tablet would be too large to swallow. Now, the second class of the tablet is tablets used in the oral cavity. In this, buccal and sublingual tablets. So we will learn this together. These tablets are intended to be held in the mouth where they release their drug contents for absorption directly through the oral mucosa. These tablets are intended to be held in cheek and teeth or in the cheek pouch and beneath the tongue to produce systemic drug effects, and they must have good absorption properties through the oral mucosa. Drug absorption from the GIT leads to the mesenteric circulation, which connects directly to the liver via the portal vein. The drug absorption from the oral cavity avoids first pass metabolism. Troches and lozenges. These are used in the oral cavity where they are intended to exert a local effect in the mouth or throat. These are used to treat sore throat or to control coughing in the common cold. They may be contain local anesthetics, various antiseptics and antibacterial agent, demulcent, astringents and antitussives. Lozenges, commonly called cough drops. They are usually made with the drug incorporated in a flavored hard candy sugar base. Dental cones. Dental cones are a relatively minor tablet that are designed to be placed in the empty socket remaining following a tooth extraction. To prevent the multiplication of bacteria in the socket, to reduce bleeding by containing as astringent or coagulant. Vehicle of these tablets is sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride, or an amino acid. The tablet should be formulated to dissolve or erode slowly in the presence of a small volume of serum over a 20 to 40 minute when loosely packed in the extraction site. Now, the third class of the tablet is tablets administered by other routes. This include implantation tablets. These are designed for subcutaneous implantation in animal or man to provide prolonged drug effects ranging from 1 month to a year, to provide as constant a drug delivery release rate as possible. These tablets are usually small, cylindrical, or rosette and are typically not more than 8 mm in length. Vaginal tablets. These slow dissolution and drug release in the vaginal cavity. Ovoid or pear-shaped tablets to facilitate retention in the vagina, used to release antibacterial agents, antiseptics, or astringents to treat vaginal infections or possibly to release steroids for systemic absorption. The tablets are often buffered to promote a pH favorable to the action of a given antiseptic agent. The vehicle of these tablets is typically a slowly soluble material similar to the preparation of buccal and sublingual tablets. Effervescent tablets. These tablets comes under the next class, that is tablets used to prepare solutions. Effervescent tablets are designed to produce a solution rapidly with the simultaneous release of carbon dioxide. The tablets are typically prepared by compressing the active ingredient with mixture of organic acids such as citric acid or tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate. When such a tablet are dropped into a glass of water, the chemical reaction between the acid and sodium bicarbonate to form the sodium salt of the acid and produce carbon dioxide and water. The reaction is rapid and completed within 1 minute or less. The advantage of effervescent tablet as a dosage form that it provides means a solution containing an accurate dose. For example, effervescent aspirin tablet pH 8. Now, pause the video for a while and think on this. What is difference between effervescent tablets and dispensing tablets? Now, guess your answer. Your answer is mentioned in your notebook. Now see. Dispensing tablet is intended to be added to a given volume by water to produce a solution of a given drug concentration. The dispensing tablets must typically comprise totally soluble components and the excipient ingredient of the tablet must not produce deleterious effects in the intended application of the solution, physical or chemical interaction with the active ingredient. Dispensing tablet cannot be employed on a routine basis with water of known quality to produce sterile solutions. Another difficulty with dispensing used in this dosage form are highly toxic and extremely hazardous. Care must be taken in the packaging and labeling of such to produce their oral consumption. Hypodermic tablets. Hypodermic tablets are composed of one or more drugs with other readily water soluble ingredient and are intended to be added sterile water or water for injection. Hypodermic tablets are little used in country because their use increase the likelihood of administering a non-sterile solution, even though portable sterile filtration equipment exists to help assure the sterility and freedom from particulate matter in such a product. Tablet triturates are small, cylindrical, molded, or compressed tablets. The drugs employed in such products usually quite potent and were mixed with lactose and binder, after which the mixture was moistened to produce moldable and compatible mass. The mass was forced into the holes of a mold board fabricated from wood or plastic, after which the tablets were ejected using pegboard whose pegs matched the holes in the mold. Tablets were then allowed to dry and were available for dispensing. Many of the drugs employed in these tablets were highly potent and drug migration could occur as the alcohol evaporated, so content of uniformity is questionable. Now, let us summarize what we have learned. We have learned definition of tablet, advantages and disadvantages of tablets, ideal properties of tablets, and types and classes of tablets in detail. Thank you very much for patience listening. Happy learning.